Hi, this is Dr. T.V. Rao, uh, Professor and Principal, DBS Institute of Technology, Kavali. So today I am going to explain radiation heat transfer. In previous classes already we have discussed conduction and convective heat transfers. Basically for conduction and convective heat transfers, the medium is required, and for radiation heat transfer, it won't require any medium. Without any medium, the heat can be transferred in the form of electromagnetic waves. So how the radiation heat transfer is going to take place, that we are going to discuss. So it had lot of practical applications we can find in day-to-day life. So basically, we are getting heat from the sun only in the form of radiation. Between the sun and earth, absolutely there is no medium is required. Medium is not there. It's a completely vacuum. Only we find atmosphere only at the earth surface up to certain distance. After that, there won't be any gases. It's a completely vacuum. Even though heat is transferred from the sun to the earth, how it transferred means it is transferred in the form of electromagnetic waves. That is one of the biggest application for radiation heat transfer. Due to radiation heat transfer only, uh, there is a human life or plant life or animal life exists in the earth. So as what we discussed, so radiation heat transfer, it won't require any medium. No matter is required. So without matter, without medium, heat can be transferred in the case of radiation heat transfer. And the best example is solar radiation. So from the sun to the earth, the heat is transferred in the form of radiation. So if you observe in this diagram, so there will be a fire, and where the temperature is 900 degrees centigrade, and there is a person, his temperature is 30 degrees centigrade, and atmospheric temp. Okay. So here the heat is transferred from this fire to the person. Okay. Through convection also there will be heat transfer. So more than that, so we find there is through radiation also the heat can be transferred. So from the fire heat, there will be some electromagnetic waves will be generated. This through electromagnetic waves there will be heat transfer. So similarly, solar radiation reaches the earth after passing through the cold air layers at high altitudes. At high altitudes, the temperature is very less. Even though at less temperature, it travels and it reaches the earth, and it gives very high temperature to the human life on the earth. And if you observe this, how the heat is transferred through radiation means here we are taking a body hot surface where the temperature is Ts and the surrounding temperature is T surrounding. So in between this body and the surroundings, so let's assume that there is no atmosphere. It's completely vacuum. Okay. Even though there will be heat transferred from the hot body to the surroundings. Okay. And how the heat is transferred means it is in the form of emission. The hot body emits the solar radiation and it travels. Like this hot body temperature comes down and the surrounding temperature it increases. Basically, the how the radiation heat transfer takes place. A few scientists proposes a few theorems. In that, there is one theorem is Maxwell theorem. So Maxwell is a scientist. He proposes this radiation. In radiation, heat is transferred in the form of electromagnetic waves. Okay, so through electromagnetic waves, the heat will be transferred. Since it is transferred in the form of a waves, every wave had a certain wavelength. So, so the wavelength, the lambda is it is a wavelength, and V is a frequency. V is a frequency, and the lambda is a wavelength. Then, so C C equal to V lambda, or lambda equal to C by V, where C is it is a velocity of the light, where C is the velocity of the light, and the velocity of the light also it varies from the medium to medium. So if it is a completely it is a air, the n value is 1. If it is a glass or some and some other material, the n value it varies like this. So Maxwell explains the radiation heat transfer in the form of a electromagnetic waves. Similarly, another scientist, Planck, he proposed the heat is transferred in the form of a photons. So when heat is transferred in the form of a photon, means it is energy cell. Energy cell has a certain energy, that energy E equal to h nu. Okay, again this nu equal is nothing but C by lambda as per Maxwell's statement. Like this, in this equation represents this combination of Planck and Maxwell equations. And this is electromagnetic spectrum. This electromagnetic spectrum explains different wavelengths of light. So from the sun, we are receiving the radiation in the form of a light, and the particular light had different wavelengths. Some light it reaches at a very higher wavelength, some radiation it reaches with a higher wavelength, some radiation it reaches at very low wavelength. Okay, so based on this wavelength, so this radiation, these waves are classified as radio waves, microwaves, infrared rays, visible waves, ultraviolet waves, and X-rays and gamma rays. So gamma rays is the lowest wavelength waves, and radio waves are the highest wavelength waves. And and visual rays had is a wavelength of some 0.3 to 0.7. So very less wavelength. Particular wavelength only we can see. Other these remaining radio waves and microwaves, infrared and X-rays and gamma rays we cannot see, even though it reaches the earth. Okay, and these waves had different again applications. The radio waves we use for communication, radio waves and microwaves we use for communication, and this gamma rays, X-rays and all these things we use in the field of research and medical field. And one more thing is these radio waves, the temperature is very less, and gamma waves it generates very high temperature. And in the visible rays again, so these visible rays are different at different wavelengths we can find different colors. At lower wavelength we can find there is a violet. Slowly when wavelength increases, the color increases. So if you observe thermal radiation, as what we discussed, there will be this is a visible ray waves, where it varies from 0.3 to 0.7, 0.4 to 0.7 wavelength, and more than that there will be microwaves and radio waves, and less than that there will be ultraviolet rays and X-rays and gamma rays. And thermal radiation. Thermal radiation means when, so from this slide we can observe that there will be different. There will be inside the house there is a person and walls and plants and furniture. Always there will be thermal radiation from everything. If the temperature is greater than 0 Kelvin, if the temperature is greater than 0 Kelvin, all the bodies emits radiation. All the bodies emits radiation when the temperature is more than 0 degrees Kelvin. So that is the principle in radiation. So this radiation, how the radiation heat transfer takes place, we'll see. So there is a body. It receives. There is an instant. There will be a light. It falls on this surface. It falls on the surface. There is a incident radiation of G. This incident radiation again we will call it irradiation. There is a irradiation of G. Whatever the irradiation, after falling the surface, something will be reflect. This is G reflect. Something will be absorbed, that is G absorbed. Something will be transmitted, that is G transmitted. Like this. So G is G equal to sum of reflection plus absorption plus transmission. Like this it will be divided. So irradiation is divided into reflection, absorption and transmission. And so here, so from this from this case you want to calculate emissive power. Everybody emits some radiation. You want to calculate emissive power means if T is the temperature of the body, so E equal to sigma T to the power of 4, sigma into T to the power of 4. Here epsilon means, since it is not a black body, we have to use epsilon. Epsilon means emissivity. Okay. And here we have to, G means it is irradiation. That is the energy falls on the body. That is energy irradiation. E is the radiation emitted by the body. Okay. So here one more thing we have to discuss: radiosity. You want to calculate radiosity. Radiosity means here the body emits some energy. There will be so is the radiation emitted by the body, and there will be a reflection. This emission plus reflection we will call as a radiosity. Radiosity is nothing but emission plus reflection. Reflection we can calculate it as rho into G. Rho means it is a reflectivity. So emission plus reflection we will call as a radiosity. In so many problems also we will ask to calculate radiosity. The radiosity means using this equation we have to find out the radiosity. And so what we discuss, reflectivity and absorptivity and transmittivity. So reflectivity means the energy reflected by the surface to the total energy is called reflectivity. Absorptivity means the energy the radiation energy absorbed by the surface to the total energy, total irradiation energy is called as absorptivity. Transmittive means energy transmitted by the body to the total energy is called as transmissivity. But so reflectivity is denoted by rho, and absorptivity is denoted by alpha, and transmittivity is denoted by tau. So rho plus alpha plus tau equal to 1. This is an equation. And so here radiosity, there is an equation E plus radiosity equal to E plus rho into G. And description of thermal radiation. So how thermal radiation we find? So thermal radiation we find in two ways. That is, one is spectral distribution and directional distribution. Spectral distribution means here so the radiation it forms as a spectrum over a surface or a over a particular area. In directional distribution means here the radiation we find in the form of a light, in the form of a different surfaces radiation instance. So in specific direction, if the radiation will takes place in the form of a light, that is called as a directional radiation. And here one more thing is solid angle. This solid angle, it plays very vital role to calculate the emissivity or intensity of radiation. Okay, so here a certain area, some DAN is a certain area. This certain area, it emits radiation. It concentrated at a particular point with a radius of r. Okay, so whatever the angle it goes at a particular point, that we can take it as a solid angle. Generally, the solid angle we used to calculate from the normal direction. So dW equal to dAn by r square, or W equal to AN by r square, where AN is the normal surface area, r is the radius. So dAn by r square. So using this solid angle and a hemispherical, so there will be some square plate is there where the area is dA1. So it emits radiation. It emits radiation in all directions. Okay. So in a particular direction with normal, you want to calculate the intensity, means we can calculate with this concept. And using this solid angle, finally we can derive that emissivity equal to pi into IE. IE means intensity of radiation. E is emissive power of the particular body. E equal to emissive power of the particular body, black body, and I is intensity of radiation, intensity of a single wave radiation. So here regarding the radiation heat transfer, to calculate the radiation heat transfer in different approaches, there are different scientists proposes different theorems in that Planck distribution equation. For any specific wavelength or a particular temperature, here we can find out the intensity of radiation and emissive power of the radiation of a black body using these equations. And here from those equations, if you observe that when wavelength increases, temperature decreases. At shorter wavelength, we find a higher temperature of radiation. And there is another important principle, that is Wien displacement law. This Wien displacement law tells about the wavelength is inversely proportional to the temperature. Wavelength is inversely proportional to the temperature, and lambda into T equal to some constant. So regarding this Wien's displacement law, so maximum spectral power is displaced to a shorter wavelength with increasing T. And at the same time, we can find out what is the maximum wavelength for particular radiation. And there is one more principle is that is Stephen Boltzmann's law. Stephen Boltzmann's law explains that the black body radiation or emissive power of the black body. EB is the emissive power of the black body. Emissive power of the black body we can calculate using this equation, sigma into T to the power of 4, or emissive power is directly proportional to the fourth power of the temperature. So here sigma, that is Stephen Boltzmann constant, that is nothing but 5.67 into 10 to the power of minus 8 watt per meter square Kelvin to the power of 4. So using this equation, most of the heat transfer we can calculate, radiation heat transfer calculate using only this equation. This is a black body. Using this equation, you can find out the emissive power of the black body. Similarly, for other bodies also, using emissivity, we can find out. Okay. So here, this is the emissive power, and the intensity of radiation IB is nothing but EB by pi, as per our previous radiation laws. So if it is a black body, so it absorbs entire thing, and okay. In case of other bodies, other surfaces, so it cannot absorb the entire radiation, and it cannot emit the maximum radiation. In such cases, we are going to define a parameter called emissivity. Emissivity is equal to, so emissive power of the body divided by emissive power of the black body. Okay. So ratio of this two emissive power of the real body to the emissive power of the black body is nothing but the emissivity of the particular surface. So for different surfaces, he has given the variation of emissions. So polished metals had low radiation emissions. Next, metals had a little bit higher, and oxide metals had a little bit higher. Ceramics had the higher emissions, and like this. So the emission, how the emissions increases, he has shown in this diagram. Similarly, how this emissivity, there is absorptivity also. Absorptivity means how it absorbs the radiation into the body. Explains the this house, it absorbs the radiation of radiation from the sun and radiation from these other bodies. Okay. So from the sun, the surface absorbability is 0.6. From the other things, the surface absorbability is 0.9, like this. So this absorbability depends strongly on the temperature source. If temperature is at which the incident radiation is arranging, so absorbability depends upon the temperature and the angle of incidence. Like this, it depends upon the many factors, and the material, what is the type of the material, like that. It depends upon the so many parameters. There is another important law is Kirchhoff's law. This Kirchhoff's law, it explains at equilibrium temperature how how the emissivity and absorbability. See, so there is an enclosure. Inside the enclosure, there will be different bodies. These three bodies are the black bodies, but at different temperatures. What happens means, this is at a different temperature and the bodies are different temperature. After some time, so there will be heat transfer. These bodies emits radiation, and it reaches to the equilibrium. At equilibrium temperature, so all the bodies emissivity and absorbability becomes equal. At equilibrium temperature, for all the bodies, emissivity and absorbability becomes equal, and the ratio of emissivity by absorbability always equal to 1. Okay, that means that emissivity equal to absorbability at equilibrium temperature, at equilibrium conditions. So this is called Kirchhoff's law. Okay. So like this. So we can calculate radiation heat transfer by the Wein's displacement law, Kirchhoff's law, and there will be some other Planck's law. In all the laws, we can find out the total emissive power and intensity of radiation. Okay, and with the help of Kirchhoff's law, we can calculate what is absorptivity and emissivity. And absorptivity and emissivity are equal if the bodies are under equilibrium conditions. If the body is black body, if it is a gray body, means again uh, emissivity comes into picture. So like this, in the radiation, we have discussed what is meant by radiation, what are the applications of radiation, how the radiation heat transfer takes place, what is the spectrum of radiation, what is meant by irradiation, what is meant by emissivity, what is meant by radiosity, what is meant by solid angle, and what is meant by black body. So black body means here black body, it absorbs, it is the entire radiation. At the same time, it emits maximum amount of radiation. So black body is a ideal emitter as well as ideal absorber. But in practice, nobody is a black body. In practice, nobody is a black body, and so generally black body at visual wavelength, the black body seems to be black in color. Even though there will be some black bodies are not basically black. Yeah, black body means black body absorbs all incident radiation. It absorbs all incident radiation regardless wavelength. At any wavelength, it absorbs entire all the radiation. Okay, and so suppose if there is a cavity, this is a cavity. Only there is a only one way light enters. Once it enters, means it will be reflected. Like this, the entire radiation absorbed by the body. The cavities also considered as the black bodies. Apart from this, there will be few more things. So snow, even though snow is not a black, the snow is considered as a black body, and ice also considered as a black body, and even white paper also considered as a black body. So this snow, ice, and white paper, even these three items, even though they are not black, is very nearly black, considered as a black bodies. So, but in practically, nobody is a black body. Okay, nobody, it cannot absorb all radiation. But we assume that some bodies are black body. It absorbs maximum amount of radiation. Okay, so and so some basic concepts and principles we have discussed, and next video will discuss view factors and how to solve the problems. Okay, thank you.